This video is a review for the Unit 3 test. So based on the provided figure, we are going to identify angles that have the requested relationship. So same side interior mean that they're going to be on the same side of the transversal and between the parallel lines. So we have angle 2 and angle 3. We also have angle 6 and angle 7. Alternate exterior, they're going to be on opposite sides of the transversal and outside the lines. So we have angle 1 and angle 8. And we have angle 5 and angle 4. Alternate interior then are also on opposite sides of the transversal, but they are between the lines. So we have angle 2 and angle 7, and we have angle 6 and angle 3. Corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are angles that are in the same position in their group of 4. So we're going to have 4 of those. So we have angle 1 and angle 3, angle 2 and angle 4, angle 5 and angle 7, and angle 6 and angle 8. Our last one then is same side exterior, so they're the same side of the transversal, but on the outside of the line. So we have angle 1 and angle 4, and we have angle 5 and angle 8. Given the following information, determine if the lines are parallel. So we have angle 3 and angle 16 are congruent. Well, those are alternate exterior angles which need to be congruent. So the line that they share is the transversal B, which means these other two lines that are running the other direction need to be parallel. So we would say C is parallel to D because alternate exterior angles are congruent, so lines are parallel. In number 7, we have angle 10 and angle 11 are equal to 180. So they are supplementary. If we look at those angles, they are same side interior angles with the transversal being D and the other two lines are A and B that would need to be parallel. So we would say A is parallel to B because same side interior angles are supplementary. So lines are parallel. In number 8, we have angle 1 and angle 16. Those do not have any shared line, so they have no relationship, so this is going to be none. And our last ones are 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are in the same position in their group of 4. C would be the transversal, which means A and B would be the parallel lines. So here we would say A is parallel to B because corresponding angles are congruent. So lines are parallel. In number 10, solve for x and find the measure of angle 1. So we're going to put angle 1 down there. So these angles are same side exterior angles. And we know that same side exterior angles are supplementary. So we're going to add them together to add to 180. So we have 3x plus 5 plus 8x minus 12 is equal to 180. So when we combine those, we get 11x minus 7 equals 180. We can add 7 to both sides. 11x is equal to 187. When we divide, x is 17. Now that we know that x is 17, we can substitute in to get our angle. So 8 times 17 minus 12 is 124 degrees. This angle and angle 1 are vertical angles, so they're congruent. So angle 1 is 124 degrees. In number 11, we want to find the value of x that would make these lines parallel. So these are alternate interior angles, which means they have to be congruent, so they're going to equal each other. So x squared minus 4x equals 2x plus 40. We can subtract 2x from both sides, so we get x squared minus 6x minus 40 equals 0. So we need two numbers that multiply to negative 40 and add to negative 6. So we have x minus 10 and x plus 4 equals 0. So when we switch our signs, x is 10 and x is negative 4. When we go to test these, both of these numbers are going to work, so we can leave them both as solutions. Number 12, given that A is parallel to B, is C parallel to D? So first of all, we know right now that A is parallel to B. So the other two lines right now are transversals. So I want to use the line that has two angles at it. So I want to use angle D. If I look at 4x minus 2 and 6x minus 8, they are same side exterior angles, so they are supplementary. So because they are supplementary, that means together they add up to 180. So we have 4x minus 2 plus 6x minus 8 is equal to 180. 10x minus 10 is equal to 180. So we get 10x equals 190. So x is 19. Once we know x is 19, I want to see, do these other two lines, are they parallel? So I'm going to turn B into a transversal. So the other two angles that are on that transversal are alternate interior angles. So they would have to be congruent. So we're going to put 19 into both angles. So we have 19 squared minus 255 gets us 106 degrees. And we have 6 times 19 minus 8. That's also 106 degrees. So we can say C is parallel to D because alternate exterior angles are congruent. So lines are parallel. In number 13, given that N is perpendicular to P. So because N is perpendicular, remember that means that it makes right angles. Because these lines are parallel, all of these angles are going to be right angles. So to solve for x, we would have 3x plus 75 is equal to 90. We can subtract 75. 3x equals 15. When we divide, x is 5. In 12 and 13, these are crook problems. So we're going to draw a crook anywhere that the lines are bent and come to a point. And then we're going to use our alternate interior and alternate, or in same side interior angles. So 86 and x, the top angle of x, are alternate interior angles, so they're congruent. So this would be 86. 135 and this angle are same side interior angles, so they are supplementary. So we have 180 minus 135 gets us 45 degrees. So x is going to equal 86 plus 45. So when I add those together, I get 131 degrees. In number 13, 72 and so 82 in the orange dot are supplementary. So 180 minus 82 gets us 98 degrees. To get the bottom angle of 105, we can subtract 105 minus 98, which gets us 7 degrees. And then 7 degrees and the top angle of x are alternate interior. When we go from the bottom, 135 to x are same side interior. So 180 minus 135 gets us 45 degrees. So x is going to equal 7 plus 45, which is 52 degrees. In 18, find the slopes using ordered pairs or the graph. Determine if the lines are parallel or perpendicular. So AB, when I look at AB, I went up 3 and I went over 6. So my slope is 3 over 6, which reduces to 1/2. Then we have AD. So A and D are on the same line. So that slope is 0 because they're horizontal. BD, we went here to here. We went down 3 and over 4. So it'd be negative 3/4. AC, we went down 4 over 2, so negative 4 over 2, which is reduces to negative 2. BC, remember, go left to right still, so we went up 7 and over 4. And CD, we went up 4 and over 8. So that, oops, so that would be 1/2. So if we look at the slopes, remember to be parallel, the lines have to have the same slope. So we would have A is parallel to CD because lines have the same slope. And then for perpendicular, we want them to have opposite reciprocals. So 1/2 and -2, and then 1/2 and -2. So AB is perpendicular to AC, and CD is also perpendicular to AC because lines have slopes that are opposite reciprocals.